And there we go. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. And today, boy, we've got a lot to talk about here. Can't put it all in the first couple of minutes here because, man, oh man, what a show we have here today. And make sure you go up there, right below the, where you see the video here, and smash that thumbs down button for Bear. We'll get into that in just a little bit here of why that's happening and everything. But let's just go ahead, kind of just jump right on into it here, so we don't have any time to waste here. Let me see. Bear with Bear for just a second as he finds what he was about to do. What was he about to do? Oh yeah, the campaign updates. The campaign updates. That would be helpful. Let me get to it here. 1 second, people. We'll figure this out. One of these days, we'll actually do a professional show. It won't be today. Won't be today, but we will get there eventually. Yes, indeed. All right, so very quickly, just kind of run over this stuff real quickly. Not that we're trying to rush through or anything like that, but very important things to get to here. Yes, indeed. All right, Graveyard Shift number 3. John Malin had his book come out. He didn't do the artwork, but kind of behind the scenes and everything. Finally is wrapped up, finally finished, unless you happen to live in New Zealand or one of those other places. He does have a little contact information there if you didn't get your book. But I think pretty much everyone, you can check out Bear's Box Open here. When do we do that? Probably about a month ago or so. Great book. Great to check it out and everything. Anyways, I'm not going to read everything here, but just wanted to kind of get down to, first of all, actually, finally, one of the very few, if only, email ones that Bear's gotten here where the bold actually kind of works with what they're saying. You want to bold just the items that you want people to know about, not just kind of randomly or something like that. So, anyways, they're talking about the 5 golden tickets out there. So, hey, you know what? Maybe you might have yours, and it's worth $500 there. But the bigger thing that he was talking about is they're going to be launching Graveyard Shift Volume Number Quattro. That's right, 4. This January, the entire book will be finished. Hopefully, by the end of the campaign, he'd say they were up to 80% there right now. So sign up. I'm assuming with the pre-order, not pre-order. What do they call that? The email sign up page. I forget what they call that. Anyways, you can sign up there and don't miss out on the secret perks that save you a lot of money, unless you open up the campaign and kind of totally screw it over. He had opened the campaign, and they had a whole bunch of these people that were trying to get in. Oh, excuse me, that was Godlike. They were trying to open up the Godlike campaign, and something happened in there with the email people, and they were kind of holding back. So I think Bear got in. It was in the single digits, like number 4, number 8, or something like that. Everybody's sitting on the sidelines. No, Bear kind of jumped right on into it. So, anyways, you get some sneak peek at some of the art. You can check it out there, the link below. But actually, the bigger news out of all this, I think this is great. We can't thank you all enough. Well, there you go. Thank you very much. All right, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. Your dollars have put these wonderful talents to work. Visions alone is over 40 talents that would otherwise not have had the work. Very proud of that, and also thankful. So there you go. Not only you're supporting John Malin, or what was it? Who did the artwork for this? Was it Alfeche? Alfeche did the artwork for number 3 here. But yeah, you get all these other folks there. Some of the people might not be considered what would be kind of core Comicsgate, but I really like that they were able to kind of spread out and kind of do some of that other stuff. Get some of these people in there, getting some work and everything, and hopefully, kind of the big thing is it gets them exposure as well. So he says, I wish you all, thank you, a happy holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, and a great end to 2021, and an even better 2022. Well, I hope so. 2021 wasn't the best for Bear. I'm glad it's good for John Malin, but man, oh man, ready to move on to 2022 here. So, P-Money, thank you very much. Smash that thumbs down button. Smash it twice, and smash it often. Yes, indeed. Says, oh, 40 talented people? I thought Malin was using one of those old-style money called talents. Yes. There you go. Yeah, it was kind of an odd, putting to work all these wonderful talents. I would say wonderful artists, but maybe he might be talking about some of the colorists in there. So, I don't know. Do you consider colorist an artist? I don't know. But there you go. And talents, it works. It works good enough for Bear. Yes, indeed. All right, let me do the thing. With the thing, we're going to get right into it because we're going to talk about why you're going to be hitting the thumbs down here for Bear. Yes. Earthbound 2, talking about Narwhal here. Very much looking forward to Earthbound number 2. He says, very quickly, hey, fulfillment will begin in just a few weeks. In the meantime, check out this documentary style video I did on interactivity and storytelling. I think if I saw the thumbnail for it, Beer saw the thumbnail for it, and it had, I want to say like Marlon Brando in the thumbnail or something like that. So go check it out, or go check it out on his channel. There's some interesting stuff there from Narwhal. So let me get rid of that and do the thing. With the thing, one of these days we will actually do a professional show, but just a couple kind of quick hits here before we get kind of into the main thing here. Garbage Man, this is from Aaron Lepresti, the Wraith of God campaign. He had a previous book. It didn't get the exposure that it probably should have. So luckily, he has some extra copies here. He's had some stuff, and basically it's been sold out as soon as he's kind of put the stuff out. So let's see. He says, let's see. Hey friends, my recent allotment of Garbage Man. Trade paperback. I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out what TPB means. Taking care of business. No, that doesn't work. Have once again sold out. I believe I can get more, but I need to hear from you guys first. If you, this sort of weird bolding here, if you would like to get a signed copy, but were unable to have one, please let, awesome Aaron know. I'm not sure how you respond to the update. Like, do you click on the awesome thing? I don't know how you would do that, but respond to this update so I can get a head count. If enough of you still have not been able to get a copy, I will try to get another case. He says, thanks for your continued support. Let me get something to drink. Thanks for your continued support of this campaign. There we go. And he says, I am now working on inking page number 26. So he's actually getting quite far along in there. So actually, we'll bring up some pictures here. Nice little stuff there from Aaron Lepresti. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let me do the thing with the thing. And then finally the thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, P-Money says, oh, there we go. That's very nice. My daughter says, hi, Bear. We're enjoying vacation at a hotel right now. Very cool. We're going to an indoor splash park in about 20 minutes. Oh, that sounds like fun. TPB, toilet paper bundle. Garbage Man toilet paper bundle for Aaron. Should get on that. Sounds like a great idea. There you go. So if you want your toilet paper bundle, you check that out. Beer can't guarantee that for sure, but at any rate. Well, I hope you're enjoying your vacation there, P-Money. That sounds like a fun time there. Get to go to a water park and everything. Very cool. Let's see. Oh, yes. Gunship Thunderpunch. Actually, one of Bear's kind of favorite comics of the 2020 there. Very good. He's got a sequel out. Hi, Thunderpunch crew. Hey there. I wanted to get some of you some page previews. He says, I am hard at work coloring pages and wanted to share. Yes, I'm a bit behind as 2021 didn't go quite as planned, but I'm still working. I think, unfortunately, Brian got a little bit of the woo flu there, so I hope he's doing better there. But I'm still working. He says, here are some pages. Oh shoot, I forgot to input that, but we'll just scroll that through here. There's some neat stuff here. That he's doing. Some of the main characters that he has here. It is kind of blue. I'm not sure if like this one right here with the spaceship shooting the other spaceship. It looks I hope I'm not talking out of turn here, but it looks a little bit unfinished, like he still needs to add some stuff to that. It doesn't look like it's as detailed as the previous book. But again, he's still working on it, so maybe there's a little bit more into it than just what we see here. But yeah, some neat stuff. I really like this. He had some really good pacing to it, and of course a fun story as well. Some interesting characters there, and yeah, nice little bit of a space adventure there for you good people there. So there you go. What's your reaction? I would say that is awesome. At least thanks for sharing. I would like some more information though, hopefully an ETA. Maybe we can figure out an ETA. But we actually need to. If I can get back to it here and do the thing with the thing, because this actual next one is pretty important, because if you can get to it here. 1 second, people. 1 second here. Talking about Tadhya, how you pronounce it here. The latest book there from Matthew Weldon. Some good stuff actually got in the what do you call that? The PDF version, the digital version there. Really good stuff. I didn't read the entire story, just looked at the great pictures there from Matthew Weldon. Did a great job there. But he's talking about the global paper shortage, I should say. Let's see. Jeff Potts. So much violence. Even more violence. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh yes, of course. Yes, please hit that thumbs down button. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's see. Brian got the Rona the week after I did. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Sorry to hear about that. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling a little bit better here. Let's see. I was seeing him tweet about it while I was in the hospital. Holy cow. Well, a good thing you survived here. Good thing you survived. Let's see. I wonder if you can hit the dislike button numerous times to rack up a huge dislike count. Well, we'll get into that in just a minute, but actually, Bear, I think it's been probably at least 6 months, probably a year into kind of his sort of YouTube thing before he got the first thumbs down button here. So it's a new world here. So anyways, let me get through this and we'll start talking about that there for just a second. But something that I think people should probably know about, and maybe some of the artists that are just starting up their books or maybe sending it off to print might want to kind of take a look at here. He says, how a paper shortage is affecting Tadhya. Hello, just here to update you guys on some things. All of the books are in production. The printing company for the books, Maxim, has informed him, I'm assuming, that due to the global shortage of paper. Who knew? I actually, Pim and I heard that there was a global shortage of maple syrup in Canada, like tapped their strategic maple syrup reserves. I try saying that 3 times fast. Maple syrup reserves. Yeah, so there we go. So now we've got a global paper shortage as well. I wonder if we can tap a global or maybe a national paper reserve out there. I'm not sure. All right, let me see. There was Beer. The book's estimated delivery would be mid-December rather than early December, so it's going to be a little bit out here. I also got an email from Uprinting, the company doing the bookmarks and stickers, stating that they too were being affected by the paper shortage and could not provide the 14. I'm not sure what that means. 14p, 14 print, I guess. Double gloss paper for their bookmarks. They also said that they were expecting delivery for the bookmarks had also been postponed. They did not give a specific date. Everything is still moving forward, however, and as soon as the books get to me, I will get them to you, well, hopefully. On a side note, we had an issue with Icon Comics, and by issue I mean they completely ghosted us in the middle of negotiations. Oh my goodness. They behaved completely unprofessionally and stopped responding to our emails out of nowhere at a time when we needed them the most. So that's Icon Comics there. Let's just go ahead and write them off. I'm going to go ahead and write off Icon Comics. We will never attempt to work with this company again and don't recommend them to anyone attempting to fill a campaign. We've decided to ship the books ourselves, starting with the domestic and moving on to international. Thanks so much for your patience and understanding. I tell you, it has been a wild ride and a learning experience. That's from Quinn. Quinn, is it Howard? I think is his last name there. So, anyways, that's the letter that he got from them. So, yeah, I think it would be kind of a good idea. You know what? Bear kind of got in kind of relatively early with the whole Wu Flu stuff. Noticed some stuff. I think it was Graveyard Shift 2, where they had some issues printing over there in China right before all the craziness started to happen. And yeah, I think this is another thing that I think people need to kind of take a look at. You know, if you're out there trying to do books or printing books and stuff like that, you know, you'd hate to have some sort of hiccup there as well. So, you know, definitely some of the artists out there kind of need to kind of take a look at that. So there you go. Let's see. See, oh yeah, poor Jeff Potts had the Wu Flu in February. I'm sorry about that, Jeff. Sorry about that. Let's see. Icon Comics, aren't they with Marvel? I had no idea. No idea. I know if Pete Money had a video, I'd dislike it out of principle. There you go. Jeff Potts, wonder if we can set a virus that makes all the dislike clicks go straight to like clicks. There you go. All right, well let's actually talk about that. Let me do the thing with the thing. And then you do the other thing. Okay, get out of that. Get out. This is kind of what we're talking about here. Basically, what's happened is YouTube decided to get rid of the thumbs down button, as it were. So you can make a terrible video, and nobody's actually going to know because all they're going to see is the likes on there. And you know, you could probably make it some sort of conspiratorial theory or, you know, this or that, movies, politics. You know, somebody just didn't want to have their negative score, I suppose, kind of taken a look at. So, yeah, they're starting out a brand, you know, they're talking about especially, let me just read it here. Just read it from Team YouTube to reduce targeted dislike attacks. I don't know about that. And their impact on creators, especially on smaller creators. You will no longer see a public dislike count on YouTube starting today. The dislike button is staying. So make sure you hit that dislike button. This comes after lots of research, testing, and consideration. I think it probably a lot of research and testing, but definitely not a whole lot of consideration because lots of people are. Let me see if I've came up with some. Yeah, here we go. Here's some of the some of the memes out there, as it were. There. So yeah, YouTube basically got kind of blasted on that. So yeah, this was the video announcing it, and the gentleman here that's commenting was the co-creator of YouTube here. This gentleman here. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I hope I'm doing it right. Jalid Karim. Anyways, basically kind of coming out and saying, yeah, that might be not such a good idea. So, anyways, we're kind of doing a sort of campaign here where you go ahead, hit that thumbs down on Bear here. I will try. Let me see. Yeah, you can't do. What the hell? 2 people like this video. I don't know what's wrong with you people. It's in the video description here. Anyways, so we will be trying to do. I can't do a real time, unfortunately, a real time count. But once the video is done, we'll try and do a sort of update in the comment section there, or the description. I mean, of how many dislikes there are, because I think people should know that. Anyways, one of the things Bear started out is probably 6 months, maybe a year, before he actually got his very first thumbs down. Not really sure what it was for. Maybe they slipped and did the wrong one or whatever. You know, Bear doesn't mind the thumbs down. If you want to hit the thumbs down on Bear, sure, go right ahead. But hey, let Bear know, hey, I didn't like the video because X. You know, I didn't like the video because you know, there was bad audio in there or something like that. So, hey, it's something that Bear can fix. Actually, we had some bad audio the last time. Bear, literally like a minute before we go on, trying to figure out why am I getting all this bad audio on here. It turns out Bear didn't plug in his mixer, so So it actually was running on battery power, which the battery power was dying. So that's why it was bad the last time. But yeah, so they took it away. So now you don't know, if you have a bad video or not, or if you're looking like let's say like a tutorial or something like that, you want to check it out. You don't know if it's any good or bad. You gotta watch the whole dang thing through. So yeah, kind of a bad thing. Definitely wish that they would kind of reverse that and kind of realize that it kind of hurts the community and doesn't really the only people that it helps are not these small creators. It's the really big large companies and stuff like that. And sure, okay, if you want to make the claim that they're under attack or under assault or something like that, maybe look at the underlying conditions there. Like why is Captain Marvel getting all these thumbs down button on their trailer video or something like that? Maybe people just don't like the Captain Marvel movie. It could be one of those, and they're just showing their displeasure. So, anyways, they sort of like Stalin's friend here sort of disappeared it from view, and hopefully it'll come back. But you never know. You never know. So, anyways, Bear, over the lifetime of the channel, maybe you've had, I don't know, 3-4 dislikes. It was somewhere right around 98-99% thumbs up or something like that. So Bear's gonna go ahead and totally destroy the algorithm and the thumbs up that he's gotten over the past couple of years with just one video. So hopefully some of the YouTube people see this and kind of say, hey, this isn't right. Maybe we should kind of go back on that. So we'll see. Let's see. Can we convince YouTube to put in an extreme can like this video? Tell you why I hit the dislike button. Okay, I dislike because in livestream, Bear has a higher voice than the recorded voice. Well, we tried to do the modulation here, and it never really worked out. I'm looking at the box right now. Let's see, voice transformer VT4 from Roland. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things. What can you do? That's one of the reasons that Bear didn't get started on live shows earlier. Was trying to figure out the audio of it, how to match that up. So yeah, it's a software thing. Have to kind of figure that out. Maybe one of these days we'll try and figure it out. But whatever. Well, thank you, P-Money. Thank you. Bear actually finally knows. He knows finally. He knows. The nose knows, actually. Alright, let me do, because actually we had, get out of this 1 second, people. Enjoy the memes, because we were actually talking about some of this stuff, on a previous video. Now, one of the things that Bear kind of hears from some people is, oh, okay, you're talking about a certain topic, this or that, whatever. Hey, Bear, let's kind of go back to more of the Comicsgate stuff, that sort of deal. We were doing some vaccine stuff. Turns out a lot of that actually turned out to be correct. But once again, the whole idea, the whole reason that we were talking about some of that stuff was basically YouTube was saying, you cannot say this on YouTube. Well, we come to find out that the stuff that you couldn't say was actually true. So we're trying to figure out, okay, can we say the stuff that's true and then hopefully they change their policy? Or do we have to wait on their truth before their policy changes? So just kind of for an example here, let's see. Oh, this isn't the right one. This just kind of talks about it here. Let me do it down here. Let me get to the thing. So let's see. They were talking about if you're posting content, don't post content on YouTube if it includes what the definition of harmful misinformation, Bear is not sure, about currently approved and administers vaccines on any of the following. So they talk about vaccine safety. Now this was printed, let me go back because they updated it. Let me see, pardon me people. I don't see it on here. I'm sorry, people. Sorry about that. I know they did it relative. Yeah, September 29th. So just a couple months ago. That they did that. We found out not only since then, but even before that. Let's see. They're talking about vaccine safety. Content alleging that vaccines cause chronic side effects. Well, we can talk about some of the. Let me get to it. Let me find it here. There we go. From Summit News. Senior cardiologist warns study linking COVID vaccines to massive increase in heart attacks is being totally ignored. So here you have a leading cardiologist in the UK talking about how his finding is impossible to get research published because it definitively links the Wu flu vaccines to an increase in heart attacks. So once again, we're going against what YouTube is saying here because we do have people alleging that vaccines cause chronic side effects. So we're not allowed to talk about that. Not allowed to talk about that. Oh, excuse me, outside of rare side effects that are recognized by health authorities. So yeah, they kind of contradict themselves there. But whatever. Efficacy, of vaccines. Content claiming that vaccines do not reduce transmission or contraction of the disease. I think we've kind of figured out that this is completely false. I mean, this is one of these things where their policy is way behind what we're actually experiencing now. This came out before the crazy, what was it called? The Macron, whatever. The guy over there in France, he started all that. Let's see. And ingredients of vaccine, content misrepresenting the substances contained in the vaccine. It goes on. It talks about examples and all this other stuff. We can kind of go down the list here. Let's see. Cause side effects. Well, we can definitely claim other chronic side effects. We can claim that it does not reduce the risk of contacting it. Let's see, contain substances that are not there was some sort of issue with the fetal tissue. I don't have it right in front of me, so I don't want to claim that or anything like that. So it claims that vaccines contain substances that I don't know about that one. Claims that the vaccine altered the person's genetic makeup. Well, let's just go to Forbes. Let's go to Forbes. Someone named Steven Salzberg. Yes, the vaccine changes your DNA a tiny bit, and that's a good thing. And then, of course, he has a little schizophrenic, a little bit of, I don't know if this is before or after. COVID vaccines don't alter your DNA. They help choose cells to strengthen your immune response. Yes, indeed. So, according to YouTube, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about any of this. Any of this. Oh, we can't do that. So, if Bear was talking about this and you didn't like it, you had to go hit that thumbs down button. Well, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know anything about that. Nobody's gonna know anything about that. Oh, I need to enter this in. I do want you people to. I will try and do it in the description here. Bear with me for just one moment here, because this one actually, it's a scenario that they ran back in, I want to say 2017, 2018? Yeah, 2017, October 2017. Basically, that explains everything that is going on here ahead of time. Kind of spooky. Anyways, they were talking about kind of the same thing. This one kind of outbreak in, I think the SP is St. Paul. So they're talking about the MERS virus and stuff like that. So kind of something similar to the Wu flu here. Anyways, chapter 17, vaccine injury, right there. So let me go ahead and put that into the description here, if I can do it. Let's see. And Bear linking to the heart attack article. He's getting canceled in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Let me do this so you guys can actually get to it before it's taken down here. Let me do it. There we go. So you go check the what do you call that? The description there. Check it out there. It's a very interesting. I mean, it basically goes point by point of what happened and what's going on now, especially when it has to do with social media. They're talking about the interesting thing that they had here. It's in 2025, so they actually have instead of like you having an iPad or an iPhone, it's like a what would you call that? Sort of like a piece of paper that would do video. So you can kind of slap it on your backpack and stuff like that. So they're talking about not only the virus itself, but going viral as in social media aspects. So they were talking about this 2 years ago before even YouTube even sort of started talking about that. But it's called the SPARS pandemic, and it basically kind of They could have moved these years back just a little bit, and it would have been talking about the same thing that we're going on right now. Look at that thing. Even looks similar. So there you go. You can kind of talk about some stuff like that. But also one of the YouTube things that I don't know if they want me to talk about here is basically their content ID that they have going on. So Bear actually got done. Let's see. P-Money says, okay, I'm going to take a splash park. Talk to you soon. Well, thank you, P-Money. Thanks for taking time out of your vacation here to check in with Bear. And hope you enjoy. Hope the kids enjoy, and you guys have a lot of fun. Yes, indeed. All right, so actually, Bear just got done with. If some of you guys have seen the Impossible Stars review that Bear did, one of the things that he's trying to do is HDR work and stuff like that. Anyways, he had a whole bunch of the panels that he had in the comic book. Says, hey, let me go ahead and just kind of, excuse me here, let me go ahead and put that together and kind of line it up for you people and add some music to it, make it sound really good and everything. Bear did it. Copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim. Well, I got it all from YouTube. I got it all from the YouTube audio library. How are you copyright claiming me for any of that? So, we're talking a little bit about that here. Let's see. To protect copyright holders, YouTube uses an advanced piracy recognition system that flags videos or music on users' channels without permission. The Content ID system. Infringing content can be removed or monetized by funneling ad revenue to copyright holders, which can be quite lucrative for the right shareholders in questions. That doesn't work right. Oh, rights holders. That's weird. I was reading that as right shoulders. I don't know. YouTube previously said that it paid $5.5 billion in ad revenue to rights holders from content claimed and monetized through Content ID, but the system doesn't always work exactly as planned. Over the years, countless YouTubers have complained of their video having been claimed and monetized by entities that apparently have no right to do so, but fearful of what a complaint might do to the status of their accounts, many opted to withdraw from battles they feared they might lose. So there you go. So they had actually a massive Content ID scam that generated more than $20 million for two people out of Arizona and, right here in Florida. Let's see, starting sometime in 2017 through at least April 30th of 2021, the two people here began monetizing music on YouTube for a vast library of more than 50,000 songs, none of which they own the rights to. The pair falsely represented to YouTube and an intermediary company identified only as the initials AR that they are the owners of the music and were entitled to collect royalty payments for the use on YouTube. In some cases, the defendants used forged documents claiming to be from the artist, declaring the pair had the rights to monetize their music. So anyways, they kind of go through it and everything here. $20 million worth of royalties paid to these folks. Let's see, they didn't pay anything, but they got paid. They got paid for sure. So there you go. So not a great look there for YouTube there. And let's see, what was our final one here? Let's see. YouTube says that it received millions of incorrect video copyright takedown requests. And they're saying that they had all this stuff. I'm assuming it had to do with Bear here. I'm going to go ahead and just put it up. I don't care if it has a copyright claim or anything like that. Bear tries not to put commercials on here. Bear's not monetized, so hopefully if you're watching a video, it's not showing commercials or anything like that. So if it does happen to show a commercial on this Impossible Stars. In the Impossible Stars video, just go ahead and skip right past it. It's not coming to Bear, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. All right, let me get something right. I still can't believe two people like the video. You're supposed to not like the video. I don't know what's going on here. YouTube said that during the 6-month period, a majority of removal requests and claims originated through the automated detection by its copyright match and Content ID tools. As a result, over 1.6 million removal requests were made using the copyright matching tool, while over 722 million claims were made through the Content ID, representing over 99% of all copyright actions on YouTube. So basically, it's automated. There's nobody there looking into that. So let's see, where fewer than 1% of all Content ID claims were disputed during the first half of 2021, less than 1%. Although in cases where disputes did arise around Content ID claims, data from the report showed that over 60% of resolutions were resolved in favor of the uploader. So less than 1% of people are saying, hey, that might be something wrong there. Over half of them are actually saying, yeah, that's a bad, or bad, or bad. But you have a whole bunch of people that probably are not doing it because they're worried about their channel there. So you got the AR people kind of coming over there and claiming that hey, we got a song on there, you owe us royalties. Well, if you don't want to lose your channel or lose was it a strike or something like that, if you don't want to have one of those on there, well, you don't make a claim. So let's see. The report also indicated over 8% of video requested for removal through the public web form in the first half of the year were subject to an abuse of copyright removal request, meaning those requests were assessed by YouTube's review team as a likely false assertion of copyright ownership. So let's see. In total, it's less than 10%. It's less than 10% of somebody's taking a look at the automated version of it, which is usually only 1% of those claims there, and out of that, well, not out of that, but out of the entire thing, only 8% of those are actually looked at by the YouTube review team. So let's see, it says this abuse rate is more than 30 times higher than in other tools with limited access, like the copyright match tool and enterprise web form, whereas 0.2% or lower. So there you go. There you go. Maybe some issues there. Maybe some issues there. All right. Well, let's see. We went from vaccines to YouTube, and finally we're gonna go to something completely different here. So let me click over here. Do the thing. 1 second, people. Get to it here. Let me see. Where is it? Ah, here we go. If you haven't thumbed down this video already, I think we've got the thing here to do it here. That is our Bitcoin talk of the day. Yes, indeed. Oh, Jeff Potts got to go too. Oh, gosh darn it. Right when he was going to talk about Bitcoin. Hey, thank you, Jeff Potts. Thanks for stopping by. Do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs down button. All right. Well, hopefully we'll get through it pretty quickly here. We had some interesting updates here to the YouTube, or excuse me, to the Bitcoin. Moving from one to the other here. Stuff that's happened here basically within the last week or so. Bear wishes that it was on Saturday. They had the big Bitcoin crash. The big Bitcoin crash there. Kind of some interesting stuff there. It would have been nice to kind of rub that in, but hey, Bear was a little bit busy there, so we'll tackle it another time. But anyways, we're talking about some of the things that the sort of blockchain, cryptocurrency, that sort of deal, what they're talking about there, kind of on sort of what Bear would kind of say is kind of three fundamental platforms. If you kind of think of like a three-legged stool, it's got the three legs to it that kind of holds up the entire well, I'm not going to say scam, the entire operation there. So one of them would be that it is basically a replacement for, let's say, Western Union or something like that. You're trying to send money from one part of the world to the other. You're trying to send your money to your abuela down there in, I don't know, El Salvador, where they're building the giant Bitcoin volcano and everything. It's a volcano that's going to power the crypto mining. I wish it was a Bitcoin volcano where we just throw all the people like this fella here into the Bitcoin volcano. But It's not legal yet, unfortunately. So, anyways, one of the legs, as it were, is sending money across state or county lines and actually having it cheaper than, let's say, something like a Western Union or something like that. It doesn't have those sort of processing fees or the quote unquote middleman in the middle there. So, that would be kind of one of the things that would be kind of as a prospect to people that are kind of getting into the blockchain crypto realm here. So, anyways, one of the co-founders, co-inventors, I don't know, here is proposing what's called gas fees. We'll get into that in just a minute, but he's going to tackle Ethereum sky-high gas fees. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, people. I had to take a drink. All right, so and this fella, let's see, Vitalik Buterin, the fellow with the purse, the fellow with the purse. I'm sure if late night you're out there kind of walking in the streets there, you might see this guy in maybe a wig and maybe a nice looking dress there, carrying his purse along. It looks great, looks great. All right, let's see, Ethereum. There we go, co-founder. Whatever his name is, Mr. Pursefellow, has put forward a new Ethereum improvement proposal that aims to tackle the network's gas fee problems by adding a limit on the total transaction call data. Since Ethereum can only process 15 transactions per second. Okay. All right, let's stop right there for just a second. Just take out from your wallet your credit card if you've got one. Take out your wallet and you got I don't know, whatever, American Express or Visa or Mastercard or one of those things. Maybe do they still have the Diners Club card? I'm not sure, but any one of those credit cards, you're probably talking in the definitely tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of transactions per second. In other words, you go to the store, you swipe your card to get your bread or your salmon or your gas, your gas, and hundreds, thousands, millions of people around the planet are probably doing the same thing at the same exact time. Well, you need to have that network to be able to support that. So Ethereum can only process 15 transactions per second. So, what they're talking about here is gas fees, intending to spike at times of network congestion. On November 9th, the average transaction network fee reached $62 per transaction. And as of now, it costs about $44 per bit info charts, as it were, there. So there you go. So if you want to get let's say, your JPEG monkey out there, well, not only are you paying for your JPEG monkey, but also you're paying a $62 fee as well to get your JPEG monkey. Now, the whole concept was to reduce the cost of sending, in this case, JPEG monkeys across the world or something like that, or maybe just money or whatever. It's supposed to reduce that cost. So the more people you get onto the network, the more people it's getting congested there, the more the gas fees that they're going to be charging for it. So it kind of goes counterintuitive to what they kind of started out to begin with, as far as transferring money across boundaries, across state lines, across national lines there. And not so much. So they're trying to fix all this. They're trying to fix that, make it come down. There's too many people in here. Let's make sure we make this come down just a little bit. So it says here, after highlighting concerns regarding the transaction fee on the Ethereum network, the fellow with the purse there has suggested the new EIP 4488. For crying out loud. I got beer all choked up. I tell you what, as saying that it would decrease transaction call data gas cost and add a limit to how much total transaction call data can be in a block. By the way, question: where is all the money going for the gas fees? Who is taking in the gas fees? Like where is all that going? That's kind of a basic question. Let's see. In other words, it would limit the total transaction call data, where data from external calls to functions are stored before reducing the call data gas cost to remove the possibility of breaking the network. I'm sure there is a sort of English explanation in there somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Simply decreasing the call data cost from 16 to 3 would increase the maximum block size to 10 megabytes. 10 megabytes, people. That would push the Ethereum P2P peer-to-peer network layer to unprecedented levels of strain and risk breaking the network. Some previous live test of 500 kilobytes a few years ago had already taken down a few bootstrap nodes. No! Why? Why would you? So, let's see. Probably the data that you're getting out right now watching this video is, I don't know, probably in the range of I don't know. Let's just call it 5 megabytes per second. It's probably more than that. So the video that you're watching right now would crash the Ethereum network. It would just completely take it out, as it were. That might be a proposal there. He added the decreased cost and cap proposal would increase the maximum block size to 1.5 megabytes. So the block in the blockchain is only 1.5 megabytes. And if they send more than 10 megabytes over the network here, it's going to crash it. So not sure if I would be holding on to this in the long term here. Let's see if the proposal is approved. They're going to require a network upgrade. Meanwhile, there are some concerns about the implications of the update. For one, this fella, Kurtz, Ethereum developer, said that there could be several far-reaching consequences as a result. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, notably, the whatever EIP is a short-term remedy, for Ethereum's sky-high gas fees. Arguably, the main update that is expected to solve Ethereum's woes is a shift from proof of work to a proof of stake. And I love this last line here. It's supposed to tell you, like, oh boy, we're doing great, but you get to the very end there. So Ethereum was trading at a crazy and insane, a literally insane $4,298. It's up, people, almost 6%. ... Erasing almost its losses in the past week. So if you bought it last week before everything crashed, it's even. It's actually not up. It's even if you bought it last week or if you bought it last month or something like that. It's everything that happened in the past week basically brought it to where it was like a couple months ago. So year over year or month over month, it's just not doing that well. So there we go. Here we go. All right. We'll kind of get through some of this stuff here because I know how kind of dry and I don't want to say boring, but yeah, it could be boring. Could be a little bit boring. But the other thing that we want to talk about here, so we're talking about gas fees, right? Gas fees. The ability to transfer, let's just say money, from one person to another, to different locations. They're in a different state, different countries, something like that. You want to cut out that middleman. You want to cut out Western Union or something like that along those lines. Use the Bitcoin. Well, apparently it looks like the fees might be a little bit more than what it would cost on Western Union or something like that. So that's strike number one. And strike number two. Now, if you take out one leg in a three-legged stool, you're going to fall over. But let's keep going. Let's keep going here. Because I think everything, when we talk about cryptocurrency, I think the thing that starts out at the very beginning is crypto. Crypto is in an unbreakable code, as it were. It's safe. It's let's just boil it down. Your crypto is safe. I mean, nobody's going to be able to take your crypto away from you. Except for our folks there at the Department of Justice here. They seized a $2.3 million from an affiliate of R-Evil, Grab Crab ransomware gang. So R-Evil, I think they were the ones that shut down, was it the pipeline? I think it might have shut down one of the pipelines here in the States. I think they did, or was it the one over there at the meatpacking plant? One of those deals. They were doing a ransomware or something like that. Got a whole bunch of Bitcoin in there. So the Feds seized about $2.3 million in August from a well-known, I'm not sure how you pronounce this, is it R-Evil or Revel, and Grand Crab ransomware affiliate, according to court documents. This is a bleeding computer as well, so apologize about that. By the way, the previous one was Crypto News. In complaints unsealed today, the FBI seized I thought that was in the thousands. Let's just call it 40 bitcoins worth approximately $2.3 million at current prices. $1.5 million at the time of seizure. Well, congratulations, feds. You actually made some money there. From an Exodus wallet on August 3rd, 2021. Exodus is a desktop or mobile wallet that users can use to store cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many others. The feds did not state how they gained access to the wallet, other than it is in their custody, indicating that they likely gained access to the wallet's private key or secret passphrase. Quote, the United States of America files this verified complaint, blah, 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 that is now located in the custody and management of the Fed's Dallas division. One Justice Way in Dallas, Texas. By the way, I'm not sure if it's up to date, but I remember a couple of years ago, this was probably, oh God, when was the Silk Roads issue? 2014, 2015, somewhere right around there. They got a whole bunch of stuff from, what was his name? Kim.com? Was it Kim.com? Took a whole bunch of Bitcoin from him, and at the time, I believe the feds actually had the most amount of Bitcoin in existence. They were the ones that controlled it all. So, majority of it there. So, I'm not sure if that's the case nowadays, but anyways, they basically just kind of, with your secure cryptocurrency, just went into your wallet and grabbed it. No biggie. No biggie at all. Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, I'm sure there's stuff else, but we can read about it at another time. There's a really funny one here. Let's see, what's his name? Stephen Deal. I might read this later at another point. It kind of is breaking up the thing that Bear's talking about here. But basically, he's going to try and make a new thing called FPTs instead of NFTs. Basically, what did he call it here? It was a functional programming token. So if you wanted to be the first one to be able to own Hello World, if you print it, you can pay up to $100,000 for the exclusive rights to print Hello World to the screen. I might read that a little bit later. It kind of breaks it up here, but some funny stuff here. So okay, you've had let's see, it's your gas taxes are too high. Gosh dang it, the gas taxes are too high. You may have had, your wallet stolen from out underneath you, but hey, you know what? At least some of the larger players out there, if you want to go check out some of the stuff, in the marketplace and everything, they're secure. They've got to be secure, right? I mean, that's part of cryptocurrency. It's got to be secure, possible. I mean, it can't be not secure. Losses from Bitmart reach $200 million. Crypto trading platform Bitmart released an update on the devastating security breach that caused $200 million in losses, writing on Monday that is mainly caused by a stolen private key that had two of our hot wallets compromised. Gotta have a hot wallet. On Saturday, the platform said that the security breach allowed hackers to withdraw $150 million worth of cryptocurrency. Blockchain security company Peak Shield said the losses were actually around $196 million, with about $100 million in various cryptocurrencies coming from the Ethereum blockchain. Oh man, what about the gas fees? Holy cow. And $69 million coming from currencies on the BitAnt smart chain. Bitmart suspended withdrawals on December 4th after securing the affected Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain hot wallets. Other assets with Bitmart are safe and unharmed. Bitmart will use our own funding to cover the incident and compensate affected users. We are also taking to multiple project teams to confirm the most reasonable solution, such as token swaps. Let the token machine go brrr, brrr. There we go. So, freaking $200 million. $200 million. Actually, they had, let me go to it because these people actually had a very good breakdown of it here. One of these guys, look at this. One user alone lost more than 900 Bitcoin, roughly about $50.5 million. So, hopefully he's got a nice condo, preferably above the 3rd floor. So if you're going to jump out of your condo on the 2nd floor, you might as well just go head first. Just go head first on there. $50.5 million. Just gone. See ya. Bye-bye. See ya. Gone. All right, so this kind of breaks it down here. So let's see. Rari Capital lost $11 million. P Network lost $12 million. Cream Finance lost $29 million in August. Spartan, let me see. I don't know how. Not sure if this is over the past couple of years or what, but anyways. Spartan, $30 million. Meerkat Finance, $31 million stolen. V Finance had $35 million. Alpha Homara, $37 million. Cream Finance, again, $37 million. Well, at least from February to August, they learned a couple of things and only lost about $8 million, or, $8 million less the next time. So they saved themselves $8 million. Uranium Finance, $50 million. BZX, $55 million. EasyFi lost an easy $81 million of their clients' money. Liquid, $94 million. Badger lost $120 million. Cream Finance, once again, $130 million in October. So they didn't learn anything from their August hack there. Poly Network, $600 million. So this is probably over $1 billion. Probably pretty close to over $1 billion. Stolen. Taken away. So there you go. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea there to, let's see, several users from Badger's Discord channel, probably a vector of attack, who claimed that the attacker exploited a vulnerability in the platform's user interface to gain access to user accounts and exfiltrate funds. I love the term exfiltrate because it kind of covers over the term stolen. Badger, which has not returned requests to comment so far to the record, which is the one that we're doing here, or any other news outlet, has not confirmed these theories. Well, I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty close there. Probably pretty close. But hey, okay, you've got your Bitcoin. You're not worried about your gas fees. It's not going anywhere. You don't have your money on any of these crazy finance or networks or whatever. It's completely safe. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with your Bitcoin. You're cool. You're holding on to that one stool left. That one stool left there. Talking about the network, the complete network. I mean, listen, it's crypto. Sure, they can steal your money, but they'll never take down the network. I mean, you hear it all the time. Well, what are you going to do? Take down the network? Nobody's going to take down the network. Barry, you're so stupid. Coinbase, Binance, and decentralized exchange, decentralized. Go down, like Fraser, down. Due to AWS, that would be Amazon Web Services outage. And this is, let's see, pardon me here, people. Let's see, Be in Crypto, and it would be Martin Young. Thank you. There you go. The Decentralized Derivatives Exchange, DYDX, no, suffered an outage due to its reliance on centralized cloud services from Amazon. Wait a minute, the Decentralized Derivatives Exchange was centralized on Amazon? What? Centralized exchanges, such as Coinbase and Binance, US were also impacted by the interruption in service. The team tweeted out that the centralized cloud service provider was down, resulting in the DYDX front end not loading. We're experiencing greater latency across services and impaired functionality with endpoints not working and the website not loading. Basically, how do we put this? Oh, we're effed. We are effed. There we go. I think that would be a reasonable translation of all that. The outage and service disruption lasted around 8 to 9 hours. At the time of press, the DYDX exchange was back online, according to a status page. But the incident has once again raised the issue of true decentralization. So, if you followed along with some of the stuff that Beer's talking about, we had something a little while back where they were talking about taking all the NFTs. They were going to take all the NFTs and basically create something a little bit kind of similar to the Pirate Bay for NFTs. And while it wasn't, there was a little bit of a sort of promotion / fake news. There wasn't really any NFTs stolen. The point, I think maybe the point of it was an art exercise, and sort of the message behind that was basically you don't own the JPEG monkey that you paid a whole bunch of money for. You got to pay money for the monkey. So you paid a whole bunch of money for your monkey. We don't actually physically, well, you really don't physically have it, but technically, in a technical sense, it's not literally on your, let's say, USB drive or something like that. It's actually a link that goes through AWS to where your JPEG monkey is actually at. So it's actually not even on the sort of I don't know how you describe it, but it's not actually on the blockchain. It's actually just the blockchain is basically using it as a pointer to where the JPEG monkey is at on something like a AWS here. So it asks the question, decentralized or not? I would say not. If a decentralized DeFi protocol has to rely on services from a centralized corporation, is it really decentralized? Well, I think we've answered our question there. The team admitted that their platform still has to rely on centralized services and apologized for the outrage. Outage. Well, there should be outrage because basically you lied to everybody. Unfortunately, there's still some parts of the exchange that rely on centralized servers. It sounds like a lot, not just parts. We're deeply committed to fully decentralizing, and this remains one of our top priorities as we continue to iterate on the protocol. It doesn't matter how many times you iterate on that protocol. 10 megabytes is going to take the whole thing down. So you got to rely on AWS until you can kind of figure out how 10 megabytes isn't going to take down your entire blockchain. There were a number of responses suggesting that the team runs the exchange on a more decentralized cloud services. But they too were not immune from technical issues and outages. Because your cloud services, about a third of it are controlled by the Amazon. The AWS service status dashboard was still reporting some issues with the system in the US East Region 1 at time of press. So they had a range of major websites, including Netflix and Disney Plus, Alexa, delivery providers, because, Amazon doesn't keep paper backups, and government services were also affected. Coinbase, which is providing its own cloud services, and Binance US also suffered an outage according to reports. So Coinbase has its own cloud services, but was still messed up. Tadhya, I don't know, estimates that the AWS control, around a third of the global market for cloud infrastructure. Let's see, the exchange native, DYDX exchange native token took a bit of a dive down to $8.80 during the outage, but quickly recovered when services resumed. As of writing, DYDX was traded up, oh boy, 2.2% on the day at $9.33, according to CoinGecko. The coin has taken a hit in the wider market retreat, however. Always saving the bad news for last. Dropping 26% over the last week, DYDX is currently down 66.5% from its September 30th all-time high of $27.86. So you see at the very front there, they're trying to say, oh, it's up 2.2%. Hey, if you spent $27.86, you got $9.33 out of it. Oh boy. Not that you lost like most all of it. So anyways, some interesting stuff there. I think I'm gonna save the pure fungibility on the blockchain. It's just kind of a funny thing, kind of a funny one here. Let's see. Oh, hello. How you pronounce that? Lorene. Thank you very much. Let's see. VOYFOY. Uh-oh, is my voice messed up? This happened the last time. Test. No, it's working. We had that problem the last time. I tell you what. We will do a professional show. It's not going to be today, but we will do it. So, hey, thank you, Lorene. Thank you for showing up, and make sure you hit that thumbs down button for Bear. We were going through some of the YouTube stuff on there, so hopefully you actually do like the show. But we're doing a little thumbs down stuff. So, anyways, we kind of wrapping things up here. Like I said, we were talking about the YouTube dislike button going away. We will be posting after the video gets done. I can't do a live one right here, but we will be posting the amount of dislikes so you people will know, and hopefully YouTube will kind of get the idea that this isn't working. Like I said, Bears maybe had like 5 dislikes over the entire almost 3 years, or a little over 3 years that he's been on here. No, a little over 2 years. Been on here, so it'll be interesting to see. That. We also had some campaign updates from our great, a bunch of different stuff. Let's see, a Graveyard Shift was wrapping everything up, except for people in New Zealand there. Let me get out of this. Let me get out of this and go back to the thing, because it would make a little bit more sense. There we go. Let's see, we also had from Narwhal, Earthbound II looks like it's going to be fulfilling here, hopefully pretty shortly. Wraith of God, a good update from Aaron there. Also from hold on here. Bear will do it. Brian Shear with Gunship Thunderpunch. Number 2, good that he was able to get over the Wu flu and back. Not necessarily on schedule. He's a little bit behind, but that's all right. We're sticking with Brian here. And finally, Tadhya kind of let everybody know that we have let me go to it here real quick, that we had a global paper shortage. So who knew? Who knew about that? So if you've got a favorite artist out there, or maybe you're waiting on a book or something like that, maybe let your favorite artist know. Or if you are an artist out there, hey, just FYI as it were, some sort of global paper shortage. Who knew? Who knew about that? And finally, we kind of wrapped it up with our, our little bit of a Bitcoin talk as well. Bear doesn't want to do any sort of financial stuff, but would encourage everybody to take a look at that, especially with a heavy shaking of the salt shaker there, because again, you never know about some of that stuff, either with the fees, or maybe you lost your password, or maybe you just got your password stolen out from under you and lost everything. So we don't want to have that happen to you good people out there. So thanks once again for everybody showing up. Thank you, Lorene. Thank you, P Money. And of course, well, I guess we could thank Jeff Potts out there as well. I do appreciate that. Everybody else, all the lurkers out there, hey, make sure you hit that thumbs down button for Bear. He would he would actually appreciate it. So this is the only video that Beer wants you to dislike. The other ones, go ahead, either like or dislike. He doesn't matter. But hey, you know what? If you do dislike any of the other videos, let Beer know. Hey, why you disliked it? Hey, Beer, you went on too long. Hey, Beer, you were rambling. Hey, Beer, you mispronounced my name or something like that. Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So once again, thank you everybody. We're gonna head back into the woods. That's right. So until next time, everybody. Grrrr.